I want to tell you the reasons why you shouldn't invest in an outsourced CFO and why an outsourced CFO isn't the right reason for the challenges you're facing in your business at the moment. Now, the first thing is you might have a data entry challenge. That's a really fancy way of saying you've got a bunch of bills, a bunch of invoices, and a bunch of bank recs that need to be done. And an internal CFO is not the best return on investment for that. You need a bookkeeper, you need an accounts person, you need somebody to get in the grit and grind of actually entering those transactions. And we've advised people in the past when we've met with them is there's no point investing in us until you've got that data entry done, because investing in our services at that point in time is a horrific return on investment. So it's number one, getting the data entry resolved as a problem. The second reason you shouldn't invest in an outsourced CFO is your internal horsepower. You might just have a team that is already fully maxed out with everything they do, and that might be a separate reason as to why you might need to make some different investments and review your financials, but you might just not have the horsepower at this time to focus on something else within your business. And it might not be a good time for you personally to do it. So if you haven't got the right horsepower, the right energy to invest in the process at the very start, then it's probably good to take a pause, get over those humps, and then reconvene on the outsourced CFO idea. The third element is just the size of the business. So there is a lot, and you might have seen this on social media, LinkedIn, you might have seen it on a billboard down the street around bookkeeping services where you get reporting. And the reality is for some businesses at certain sizes, that is a far more affordable opportunity for them and a great way to enter into things. So if you want the reports, you want the KPIs, you might not get the insights that you would get from an internal CFO, but the size of business for where you're at the moment, the best bang for your buck is something at a more entry-level program. And then the other element is deep down, you're just not invested in the process. I spoke about in another video around the reasons why an outsourced CFO would fail within a business. So very similar to this is the reason why you shouldn't invest in one, or it's not the right time for one, is deep down you're not fully invested into the process. So just to recap, the 4 reasons why you shouldn't invest in an outsourced CFO or it isn't the right time is number one, you need to catch up on your data entry. Secondly, you might not have the internal horsepower or capacity to get the work done. The size of your business might not yet warrant it. Or lastly, deep down, you're not fully invested in the process. But if you tick those boxes, we could be a great investment for your business.